Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Also, good morning to Locals, YouTube Live, Twitch, and Kick. Good morning, all. Good morning, Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble Studios. And I hope you are all doing great this Wednesday. 07.24.2024. Current time is 05:50 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. And good morning, Tina, on the Twitch. And good morning. Salute to you, Tony. Hashtag positive start to the day. And the missus is busy right now. She's getting ready to. I'm going to probably have to take a little bit of a break. She's going on a trip this morning. She's heading out west there to Buffalo, shuffling off to Buffalo there for a day. Coming back tomorrow. She's going to spend a day up there, and so she's getting ready. So I'm trying to stay out of her way. That bothers her. But good morning to you, Tony. Glad to have you here. And I'm still in bed and I'm tired. Oh, you're tired? Well, you need to get up and get some coffee and feed Roscoe. And so just hang out in bed. What the hell? Just hang out there. And Tony's saying hi over there on Twitch. He's on YouTube. He's got his weather. We're going to get to his weather and stuff like that. And Tony's saying hi to Tina. And Tina's saying good morning to Tony, and Tina was laughing at that last. Yeah, just stay in bed. What the hell? You take an extra 30 minutes. I got up at like 4:15, and I could have got up and got things ready. I said, let me go lay back down for 30 more minutes. So it's allowed, Tina. Don't worry about it. Well, we're getting our day started. We have the morning coffee here for this Wednesday morning coffee at Rumble, at Twitch broadcast. We're on a couple other. What the heck is going on with I moved my owl. I think I moved my owl. Oh, bring him back. Let's move him up into a perch right there. That's where I want him, right there. There we go. Move him on the fly there. But we're getting our day started here with the morning coffee. And like I said, a hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And it's Wednesday hump day as we're working towards the weekend. And and I have the pleasure of being here with you all this this Monday, or no, this Wednesday. Let's don't go back in time. It's Wednesday. Wednesday to get our day started here. And because yesterday was Tuesday, and I did get the lawns mowed, and we didn't have any rain. It was a little wet in the morning. Good morning. Tony says good morning. she's not. She does not like the trail. She's driving up to Buffalo this morning and spend a day up there, and so that means I'm going to be here by myself all day. It's like, oh, maybe I should just, after this broadcast and the missus goes, just stay on broadcasting all day. Do a marathon broadcast today. But we are getting our day started, and I hope you all had a great day yesterday. I did mow the lawns yesterday. That was fun. We got it done. I had to wait till the grass, because we had some heavy rains Wednesday. I didn't realize how heavy, because when I got mowing, I call the back 40, the back portions of the lawns there on my, I got this grass track that goes back the acre and a half down the street going to the golf course that we walk to. And I'll probably be walking to this morning. That right there, where used to be a fire hydrant, now there's a water for the water main. It's sort of a dead main, a dead end for the water main that comes down that street. And it's a valve, sort of a purge valve that sits on top that purges water and stuff. You get a little water, that's not much, but this is a couple feet away. And it's sort of a low end of where the grass is at along the street. And the grass was long, but I mowed it, and it just got a little slushy there. So there was still water left over from Monday. So, but I had fun tooling around. I had to wait till about, I think it was 12 o'clock. I think I started at 12 o'clock, because then I got done at 2. It takes me about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours to mow the lawn. Mrs. takes an hour and a half. Of course, she's lighter, so she's bopping around real quick. I'm a fat fart, so I got a lot of weight on that riding lawnmower. So, but I had fun doing it. I always enjoy Tuesdays mowing the lawn. It's nice. That's one thing. When I was still working at the day job, I'd come home and the missus already mowed the lawn. So she hasn't mowed the lawn in like over a year. Well, she does the push mowing along the trimming and stuff like that, but the bulk of the mowing she doesn't, and she doesn't miss it from what she tells me. So got the lawns mowed yesterday. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably like, man, it's going to be weird for not being here and stuff, but it's an overnight stay she's going on. So I'll just have to fend for myself, I guess, right? So, but we are in the middle of the week, and what I'll say. Oh, yesterday I got on Michael Bathurst's broadcast, Tony. I was listening to Michael when I was walking. I ended up turning my data on my phone, which I don't normally do. And I reserved my data because I have a pay-as-you-go on the track phone. I don't have but I figured, hey, good morning, Sputnik. Good morning, my friend, coming into the broadcast. Good morning, and live long and prosper for coming in. Yeah, I like doing that when you come up, Sputnik. We missed you the other day, but you were probably busy, which is fine. But greetings coming in on the Rumble side. So, what was I saying? I lost track of what I was saying. Oh my God. Michael Bathurst's broadcast there. I was listening to him while I was walking yesterday. He's getting pretty good on the AI rate music there. I'm still on the fence with AI, because the thing is, AI, it's just a new term. I call it the old school. It's machine language. Because that's what we're doing. We're building in essence machines, and we're putting the language in there for, the AI is a little bit more advanced than machine language, because in some cases these so-called robots are thinking for themselves, in a matter of speaking, and so that's going to be interesting. But it was a good broadcast yesterday. He shut down his music broadcast, I guess, after I listened. He was up and he started another broadcast. And we talked about football, Tony. We were getting into the football thing. Preseason starts next week, and I'm looking at doing maybe a couple broadcasts of my own just to highlight the beginning of the preseason, because I'm looking at the schedule. The schedule looks pretty interesting. So I sort of suggested, Tony, just to let you know that during that broadcast that we might want to get up during the preseason, maybe one or two times before the regular season on a Sunday to sort of prequel going into your third season on fantasy, Bell King Fantasy. He called it, Bell King Fantasy Football broadcast here. As far as that goes, I know you're busy. You said your last broadcast you're busy. Well, when you were talking to me, when did I have you up? You had you up Monday or something like that, or no, during the weekend, Sunday, the weekend edition and stuff like that. You said you've been real busy, so you got a lot of catch up. So I was just telling Michael that, and we had a good broadcast. It was a good broadcast and good to get up there. He accommodated me. He went landscape. I said I was going to come up with you doing portrait, but he came up landscape, and and he was surprised. I guess he doesn't do the much landscape that much, so broadcasting and stuff. So, but it was fun. It was fun seeing Michael, talking with him, and we had our butting heads back. Well, I don't think I butted ahead. I just was more of a passionate in what I was saying and stuff like that on his broadcast and stuff like that. I've always liked Mike. Michael's a great guy and good broadcaster, and he's on every morning now. He's on a regular schedule. So let's see, where's his thing? Here's his thing. Michael, there it is. Michael Bathurst. He does the AI music, and he's doing real good with it over there on YouTube. So that my hat's off to him and stuff like that. I thought about it, but there's just so much. I like music, but I'm not into make my own music. I like just going over there on Mixcloud, which I will be doing next Tuesday, of presenting 8 songs and songs that are all written. I'm more of a person that likes to enjoy the listening of music, not the. I think the instrument I tried playing when I was in grade school, you get to learn. You learn an instrument, and you have an opportunity to learn an instrument, and you eventually you get into the school band or something like that. I tried playing the trumpet, but it was 3 keys, and I just couldn't get the it just wasn't working for me. Was not working for me. And then the guitar, you might as well. There's no dexterity in my fingers, so guitar playing is a very unique art, in my opinion. Very unique art thing to do as far as that goes. You got to be very, very talented as far as that goes, and that's any band I see, and there's a guitar player or a bass player, I always am amazed at the music they play by just moving their fingers and stuff over the strings and stuff like that. I'm like, God, I don't know how they do that, because it's so, because some of the the notes that you have to do are very one right after. It's just the different positions of your, it's just very complex. But then again, it's very simple when you talk to a musician, as far as that goes. Let's see. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, let's get to the weather. We're at the top of the hour there, 6:01. We're at 67 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 19 degrees Celsius here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We do have showers this morning, then thunder showers developing during the afternoon hours. Gusty winds and small hail, are possible. High of 42. Winds out of the south by southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain is 60%. And it's foggy out there right now. We got the fog. It is foggy out there. So chance of rain is 60%. when do they figure it's, oh, it's right around 8 o'clock or something like that's going to start. Let me check the Doppler on that, because let's check the Doppler. Okay, where's all the rain? Unless it's coming up from, oh, it's probably coming up from the south if we do have, unless we have pop-ups, because I'm seeing clear skies right now. So it's clear skies. What's this? Let me check this real quick here. Okay, that's good. We're back here. Okay, so it's foggy out there right there. So unless we get a pop, I don't see anything. 8 o'clock, that's a 2 hour. I don't see anything unless we get pop-up thunderstorms as the temperature rises and stuff. So sun rose this morning at 5:52 a.m., which was about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, the sun rose up. So yeah, it's pretty foggy. I've never seen it that foggy out there. A lot of moisture out there too. So let's see. Sun will be setting at 8:33 p.m. later this evening. Our world times and temperatures as I speak at 12:03 a.m. very early. 12:04 a.m. just changed. Honolulu, clear sky, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:04 a.m. Clear skies, 95 degrees at 3 o'clock in the morning. Jesus. Clear skies there in Phoenix. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy Cindy of Chicago, 5:04 a.m. 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy skies. A little dark cloudy skies. They might get some rain out that way. New York City, the jungle at 6:04 a.m. Cloudy skies down there in the jungle. It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Tina is saying down there where she's at in central New Jersey. How come that's not pinning? Pinned. How come that's not pinning? Let's see if Tony's pins. Wow, my pinning. What's wrong with my pinning? Huh. Let me reset that, see if that works. Wow, that's different. I can't pin. Let's see if I can pin that one. Huh, the pinning's not working. Why is that? I wonder why that's different. It's sort of, I wonder if I can do it from here. Let's see. Okay, I did it from I couldn't do it from the desktop. It's probably my browser's a little, but down there in central New Jersey, cloudy, 40% chance of showers down there in central New Jersey where Tina's at. High of 81 in New Jersey. And let's see if that doesn't, see, I can't, wow, there's something going on there. So let's unpin that. And then down there in, coming in over on the YouTube side, I'm actually using my phone to pin this. I can't pin it up on the desktop here. Down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 90 degrees for the high, 72, cloudy skies down there. And down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where our good friend, my brother, veteran and good friend, Tony D., fellow broadcaster, is down there. And let's see, we got Tim Fan 40, yo, Tim Fan coming in from Michigan. Glad to have you here, Tim. Hope all is well with you. Busy as you are being a contractor and such. Let's see, I got to unpin that. Let's see, we got to. Okay, so that's good that I had the phone because let's see. Let me see if I can repin Tim's. Pin on Tam. No, let's try. Wow, my pinning capability is not working in the desktop. That's interesting. Interesting. Okay, continue with our world times and temperatures. Let's see. Cross the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in the pond, as it's called. It's Cork, Ireland, at 11:07 a.m. Cloudy skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, 12:07. It's manja time in lunchtime in Italia, Milan, Italia. It's sunny skies, 86 degrees Fahrenheit in Milan, and swinging all the way over to Kuala Lumpur at 6:08 p.m. It's sunny and clear, 93 degrees Fahrenheit, a little warm there in Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo, Japan at 7:08 p.m. currently in their evening. It is cloudy skies, little clearing, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And down on the great continent and country of Australia, a very good friend of us, the United States, at 8:08 p.m. in Melbourne, it's cloudy skies with a little clearing, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And to the east at 8:08 in Sydney, Australia, cloudy with a little clearing there, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And I imagine if I reset, it just, I don't, what the heck is going on? That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, let's see. Our thought for today, our quote, comes from a gentleman, a very intelligent and wise individual, an American inventor and businessman, Thomas Alvin Edison, who was, like I said, an American inventor. He developed many devices in the field such as electric power generation, mass communications, sound recording, and motion pictures. And the first black and white silent movies was because of him. And the record player, along with, bing, I got an idea, the light bulb. So his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Generally, people don't like work. Any opportunity you have, you got to put the work in to be successful. For me, that's clear cut. I consider myself a success, even though it's for myself, as far as where I'm at in my life and stuff. I look back at some things I could do differently and stuff like that. And Tina says, good, yes. Let's see, I can't pin that. I'm still trying to work. The pinning doesn't work, but Tina says, good, yes. And we have many opportunities. A lot of opportunities are cast aside because individuals that have the opportunity see, wow, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. Let's see. I had an opportunity to become my two things I wanted to be when I was a little growing up was number one was always to be an astronaut. Number two, be a firefighter. I became that. More work in becoming an astronaut than being a firefighter, I would say, just from my perspective. Both are, you have to put the work. You can't just say, oh, I want to be this and you be it. No, you have to do the work. The groundwork for any opportunity is an education. Even though more than half the crap that we learn we don't use, but it gets you to learn workflows, to process of being able to work and do it gives you a work ethic also, in a manner of speaking. Because I used to hate math when I was in school. It wasn't until I became a firefighter saying, wait a minute, I got to do this math if I want to do this. So I got interested in it because it pertained to something that I really wanted to be and do. And that was a firefighter. So when you're dealing with And you say, what type of math are you talking about, Fireman Rich? And I'm talking about hydraulics. Hydraulics, when you work in that pump that's on that fire truck and stuff, you better know what you're doing, or else you're gonna destroy a piece of very expensive equipment and stuff, because you can't just you have to. There's certain pressures that you can go. You can't go over certain pressures, and when you lay out hose, you got to make sure you're at the right pressure, so that gets the firefighter at the other end has the proper pounds per square inch of water pressure shooting out that nozzle to combat that fire. So there's a lot of math involved in that, and I'm still fascinated with the fact that I just, oh, that's too much work when I was in school. But the opportunity, if I wanted to become a pump operator on a fire truck, I had to learn that math. I had to know that. And it's a little bit more advanced than knowing what's 1 and 1 is 2. I guess when I was doing math in grade school, I always said 1 and 1 equals 3. I don't need this shit. I found out differently in life. But we always have opportunities, and we should look at those. There is some work involved in that. There's things you have to invest. You have to invest your time and effort, and that time and effort is work. So if you want the opportunity, and you don't want to miss out, like Thomas Edison says, you got to put the work in. But most people, and sometimes opportunities can be really fun too. So, I think that's what the difference. It looked like work when I was in grade school, but when I was a firefighter, I loved the work. I loved doing it. So it became fun. So the math incorporated in that, it was fun. It wasn't dressed in overalls, I guess, to use Thomas Edison's quote there of opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Thomas Edison. Thank you, sir. God bless and Godspeed. That was a fun quote. I like that quote. That was a good one. Very good one. Our national day today. Let's see. Our national day is... We have National Thermal Engineer Day. Thermal engineer. Okay. There's a lot of math involved in that, I think. And, let's see. Got National Drive-Through Day. Go through a drive-through, be it McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King. You can go through there today. We got National Cousins Days. I'm not on the Facebook, so I can't say hi to. Let's see. I got to do it from the phone here. Stand by for a minute, Sputnik. Big comment. What's this? Once I learned algebra, math became... Yes, exactly. Once you put the fun aspect, I agree with that totally, Sputnik, because once I started taking math classes, college level... Actually, before I could take college level, I had to do a pre-course to math, to relearn math again. And algebra was fun. It was just it was a gas. I love doing homework, and because the algebra applied when I was doing hydraulic calculations and stuff, same principles as far as doing the formulas and stuff. So that was fun, and I'm still I mean, when I was doing hydraulics and I learned how to calculate, using the formula to calculate volume, because you got to know the volume of the area that you as far as when you're drafting water out and stuff like that. I would start doing the formula, figuring, or the foot pounds. The foot pounds, there was, the different formulas there for the foot pounds of how many foot pounds does a can of Coke or Pepsi apply going down. It was a very, very small and minute number, but it was fun trying to calculate that. And you have to know the volume and of the particular fluid and stuff like that. So algebra is fun. I can honestly say that. I mean, let's unpin. Oh, no, we don't want that. Let's go back here to, no, we don't want that. We want the comments. And we'll unpin that. So that was interesting. Let's see. We have National Amelia Earhart Day today. I'm going to go with this one, National Tequila Day. I used to drink tequila. I haven't had a shot of tequila since, geez, a long time. Can't remember, back when before I was married, probably. Hashtag National Tequila Day. And those people that don't drink tequila. You don't need to. Just keep on with the sobriety, which is very important for a lot of people. But on July 24th, commemorating National Tequila Day with a little lemon and salt, mix up margaritas, some other drinks to celebrate the day. People have been making tequila for centuries, and it's was once known as Mexican wine. In fact, tequila is Mexican, but Mexican isn't tequila. That's interesting. That's because tequila is distilled from a specific type of guava plant, and the law protects its production. Take a sip and we'll travel to tequila history. Now, we won't do tequila history. I never heard it, but I'm okay. I never had it, but I'm okay. Okay. Yeah, tequila, there's no, no, it's fire water. It's literally fire water. You drink a couple shots of that and it goes down. That's why it's always good to mix it with something with it. It makes those margaritas taste a little extra special, I guess, and stuff like that. Even though a non-alcohol margarita isn't bad, it's tasty. It's the alcohol. It's just a grain alcohol, basically. I didn't realize the plants were protected. I think most of the tequila comes from Mexico? I'm not sure if they make it over in Europe and Spain. I was a Scotch drinker, Tina says. A Scotch drinker. I didn't really care for Scotch. I remember having a little Scotch on this canoe trip, and it was like, okay, it's something to drink. And it's like I couldn't get used to it. But do you mix Scotch? Do you mix Scotch with something else, like Bacardi, rum? The Bacardi rum you mix with Coke, so it's a rum and Coke. I don't know. I think every time I see somebody drinking Scotch, it's straight. You don't mix it with anything. It's sort of a straight drink that you drink. So there's our national day. We'll give it to the tequila drink there. Yesterday during the audio podcast, and I'm still trying to get used to my workflow on doing the audio podcast I have to record it, and then I tried uploading it on the phone. It wouldn't, so I have to go through Google Drive, upload it to Google Drive and download the audio, and then upload it on the desktop here. So, but we talked about how there's flowers that are returning over there in the meadows of England, on these scenic meadows that are being restored. Okay, from these fields that are hay, they grow hay, and that grass is a real hard grass, I guess. But the regular plants, the natural plants, are coming back. The metal makers, I guess they call it, that help bring back the flowery plants. It's a rare bumblebee that was coming back. What's the name of that bumblebee? Which is good. The bees, I've seen a lot of bees now of late. So there was a stretch there that the bilberry bumblebee. They're thriving now because the meadowlands are coming back with the flowers. So that was a pretty interesting article I presented yesterday. And that's what I do. I present an interesting. Mostly, I think for the most part, they're of a science nature, nature, and outer space. What's going on out there in the realms of the deep space and stuff like that, with the telescopes here, the Hubble and the James Webb Space Telescope, and so that was pretty interesting. But I'm still trying to get used to the workflow. I still like Spotify for Podcasters app, even though I have to jump through a couple extra hoops to get the audio up there. I got to make sure I put the right audio up, though. I think when I downloaded it and I was on the desktop here, I think I loaded up a Mixcloud broadcast. I was glad I previewed it beforehand because I've done that before. I get my things mixed up. Let's see. In our history for the day, let's see. On this day back in 1847, we had Brigham Young led 148 Mormons fleeing from religious persecution into Salt Lake Valley, and following 17 months of travel, they established Salt Lake City. I guess that's the headquarters of the Latter-day Saints Mormon religion. 1974, U.S. President Richard Nixon was ordered by the Supreme Court to turn over subpoena White House tapes recordings to the Watergate prosecution, and that was the downfall. And he ended up resigning. Let's see. Back in 2005, Lance Armstrong won a record-setting 7th Tour de France, 9 years after being given a 50% chance of dying from testicular cancer. And I think it was later on, I guess they thought he was doping. I think it was the medicine he was taking, but he might have been doping a little bit. I don't know. Even still, that's... I guess we've overlooked the ball players that have doped, so I don't know. On this day, what is it? July 24th, 1969, the Apollo 11 astronauts, 2 of whom had been the first humans to set on the moon, splashed down safely in the Pacific, completing that historical journey onto the moon. 1567, Mary Queen of Scots was forced to abdicate her throne to her one year's son, James. It was only 1 year he became king. Wow. 1866, Tennessee became the first state to be readmitted into the Union after the Civil War. Okay, so I guess it was a process on that. And 1959, during a visit to Moscow, Vice President Richard Nixon engaged in his famous kitchen debate with Soviet leader Nikol Gorbachev. And let's see, that was AP. What was on the other side? It did AP. Okay, we did that. So now we're going to go into 100 years ago today. We'll see what that is. Let's see. Okay, that's... Oh, wow, that doesn't even turn off. What's going on there? Wow. I can't turn off the thing there. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. What's going on? Let me, geez, I wonder if I can do this. Let me see something. Let me try turning this off. Huh. I'm just noticing something in the client here, that it's let me okay. Let me turn the microphone. I'm gonna do a reboot. Stand by for a minute here. Let's try this. Just trying something. Let's see what this works. Okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got audio. Okay, live chat is reset. Let me see if this works now. Text. Can we turn it off? Okay, now we can do it. Okay, so I just did something there. It got stuck, and as long as I had the picture going on to keep the broadcast up on the Rumble Studios here. So we are back. Okay, so we're gonna go to 100 years ago because I got to get the scroll out of here. So I got the picture over here on the screen and stuff. So let's go ahead and do a preset of that 100 years ago. Got to find it here. What we got? Okay, there it is. Okay, that's what we're going to present. It's right there. Hit present 100 years ago. Share. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera off initially, and then we'll get this cranking here. 100 years ago, and this is as of Monday, July 22nd.
Tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news first now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, last week, it was reported that John D. Rockefeller traveled through Binghamton on his annual trip to visit his boyhood home near Moravia. As it turned out, that would be his last visit to the old Rockefeller homestead. Today, it was learned that early this morning, the old house caught fire and burned to the ground. 9 of the 19 survivors of the gallant 27th New York Volunteers, a regiment which participated in the first Battle of Bull Run in the Civil War, gathered here today for their annual reunion on the 63rd anniversary of the battle. And finally, an Endicott man was in court today charged with speeding after he was caught driving on Washington Avenue at the rate of 29 miles an hour. That was the news 100 years ago.
Oh, wait a minute. We may have to do a replay on this one. Tina, did that? I think we might have been. I think Tina was on Twitch. So for Tina, I would probably end up redoing this. I'm not sure, Tina, if you saw that. Did everybody see that all right? I think the majority of the audience is over on Twitch. So let me know if you did not see this, because I will do a replay. It's a short one, really. There's only 3 items. It seemed like there wasn't that busy of much of a day there as far as Rockefeller. John G. Rockefeller came through. That must have been a big thing. That would be his last visit to the old homestead. Okay, so he had a residence in Binghamton. And no, oh, you were in the ads? Okay, so I'll do a replay of it, Tina, okay? Because I was playing it, and then it was after it started playing, I noticed there the ads on Twitch, and we have more people. We have a lot of people. We have well, we only got 4 people now, so I don't know if that when I did the reset. So let's go ahead and do this one more time. I'll do it again, Tina. Stand by for a minute. We got time. I started early, so I'm not in no hurry. So hang on. Yeah, one of the things resetting the Rumble Studios here, I lost all the comment thread here on the desktop, but I see it on the thing. So let me go ahead and restart that. So this is turning out to be a interesting broadcast here with the reset and stuff. And okay, let me go ahead and redo this. Stand by.
Tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news first now is Broome County historian and president of the Preservation Association of the Southern Tier, Roger Luther, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, last week, it was reported that John D. Rockefeller traveled through Binghamton on his annual trip to visit his boyhood home near Moravia. As it turned out, that would be his last visit to the old Rockefeller homestead. Today, it was learned that early this morning, the old house caught fire and burned to the ground. 9 of the 19 survivors of the gallant 27th New York Volunteers, a regiment which participated in the first Battle of Bull Run in the Civil War, gathered here today for their annual reunion on the 63rd anniversary of the battle. And finally, an Endicott man was in court today charged with speeding after he was caught driving on Washington Avenue at the rate of 29 miles an hour. That was the news 100 years ago.
I get pulled over. Do you know how fast you were going? No, how fast? 29 miles an hour. That's funny. Oh man, I guess back in the day that was fast. That was fast. Yeah, 29. I mean, it's like, let's see. Can I see now? The pin works. Okay, so we got a few difficulties here, but let's see. Yeah, there it goes. The pin works now on the desktop. So that's good to know. Okay, so I don't mind replaying. We're running ahead of schedule here and stuff like that. So. What's that? Oh, the missus getting ready for her trip, as far as that goes. So I just, let's see now. Studio text. So this is interesting as far as being able to, not really, you're going to have difficulties. You got little quirks that pop up on a broadcast and stuff. The key about that is not to let it fluster you. You just like, so working with the phone here. See, I got this other phone that I have on my Joby here. I have off to the side, and that's what I've got there. That is the Rumble Studio app, and I'm able to control it. I showed this the other day there and stuff like that. So this is just became very valuable as far as doing the broadcast. And the thing is, I remember back when this is even going back to the Blab days, where if you had the host and you had somebody up and the host drop and the person's still there, they still held the broadcast was still, so they reboot as far as that goes. And the same was the same you could do on HAPS, back on HAPS. So that's pretty interesting to be able to, that capability is still there as far as that goes. And so that's interesting. I think there was definitely something going on when I couldn't pin the comments on the desktop, but I had to use the phone there and stuff like that. I've got a lot of junk on my phone. We got we got a comment on the Wednesday morning. Let me check this comment on the Wednesday morning stuff. Let's see what we got here. We got another person. Oh, let's see. Hello, Fireman Rich. I'm Thomas. I'm impressed with your outstanding. Now that gets muted and deleted. We mute you forever and then we delete it. And then let's see. I get these comments when I start broadcasting, and I think they're bots. They're the version. They're Rumble's version of bots as far as they tag onto your comments and stuff like that. So you just delete them. They're taken care of. So let's see here. 6:36. It's still running early. It's well, we've been on for about 50 minutes now. Let's see what we got here in the news. Any updated news on the Fox? No, that's about it. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think we got the history, and I'm not gonna. I got some articles, but the missus is getting ready to leave here, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the broadcast early. We're gonna have an under 60-minute broadcast this morning because I want to see the missus off, and I'm not going to put this in a how can I put it in a holding pattern. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here a little bit early, which is always good. Okay, so. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and end now and get our day started here. And instead of just, I may be up later this afternoon in some capacity, broadcasting and stuff like that. But we're at a point where I got having a little glitchiness with the Rumble Studio. So plus safe trip to the missus. Yes, I'll pass that on to her, Tina. Thank you, Tina, for being here in the chat. Thank you, Tony D, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. You have a great day. Thank you, Sputnik. Live long and prosper, my friend. Live long and prosper. Be well and safe. Trip to the missus. I will pass it on to her. Tim Fan 40, good morning, and be safe out there doing the construction, contracting work. And who else? I don't think we had anybody else, basically. I think that was it. For those people that are watching this shorter version of the Wednesday morning coffee here on Rumble Studios, thank you for your views. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you very much. You all have a great Wednesday, wherever you be. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble Studios, and also on Twitch, YouTube Live, Locals, and Kick. You all have a great one, and you can find me over there on X, at Fireman Rich on X, as well as over there on Truth Social, Parlor, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and the public Facebook is The Real Fireman Rich. All right, folks, again, thank you very much for everyone in the chat. You all have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you later. Live life, have fun, ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.